Classic cars. They're like a journey back in time, a ride into the past that's more than just engines and wheels. You know, these beauties, they're not just metal and paint, they're history. They're stories from way back when, and they remind us where we've come from. You see, folks take good care of these old machines, not just because they look shiny, but because they're like family. It's about holding on to something real, something that's been around longer than we have. And it's not just the cars, you know. It's the folks who love them. It's that twinkle in the eye of someone who's been polishing chrome since forever. It's the smiles shared at car shows, the nods of approval when someone's ride rumbles by. These old cars, they bring folks together. They're a whole community of grease monkeys and car buffs sharing stories and passing down knowledge. It's like an unspoken bond connecting folks across generations. Think about it. Preserving these classics isn't just about fixing up an old hunk of metal. It's like a gift we give to the future, a chance for the next generation to take a step back in time to experience how things used to be. Imagine a kid looking at a classic car and learning about simpler times, about the love and effort people put into things. It's a history lesson on wheels, a way to understand where we came from and where we're going. And you know, these classics aren't just about nostalgia. They're a statement of individuality and craftsmanship. Back in the day, cars were built with hands-on care, not churned out on assembly lines. Every dent, every scratch tells a tale, a testament to a car's journey through life. It's a world away from mass-produced modern vehicles, where personality sometimes takes a back seat. When you're behind the wheel of a classic car, you're not just driving, you're experiencing a different era. The purr of the engine, the feel of the steering wheel, it's like stepping into a time machine. And that's the magic of it. These cars aren't just pieces of history. They're a living, breathing connection to a time that's long gone. So, what's the big deal, you might wonder? It's about more than metal and horsepower. It's about passion and preservation. You see, these classic cars, they're like guardians of our automotive heritage, a reminder that simplicity and soul can be just as captivating as the latest high-tech gadget. It's a tribute to the men and women who designed and built them, folks who poured their hearts and skills into creating something enduring. And the best part, this passion isn't limited to gearheads and mechanics. It's a flame that can be passed down, from grandparent to grandchild, from neighbor to neighbor. It's about sharing the thrill of the open road, the joy of a perfectly restored engine, the camaraderie that comes with being part of a timeless community. This episode was sponsored by EManual Online. EManual Online gives you instant access to over 2.5 million plus digitalized repair manuals for all your self-repair needs. Use code NoobMechanic22 at checkout or click the link in the description for a 22% off discount on any order. And in the midst of this passion for classic cars, there's a certain magic that happens. It's not just about the metal and machinery, it's about the stories they carry. Every scratch on that weathered exterior, every worn-out leather seat has a tale to tell. It's as if these vehicles have absorbed the memories of the countless journeys they've been on. These cars become more than machines. They become time machines, transporting us to eras we've only read about, letting us experience the freedom and spirit of bygone times. Restoring a classic car isn't just about fixing parts, it's a labor of love. The mechanics who painstakingly breathe life into these relics are like modern-day wizards, blending old-world craftsmanship with contemporary know-how. And as these cars find new homes and new caretakers, the torch of tradition is passed on. It's not just about owning a piece of history, it's about embracing a culture that spans generations. So whether you're the one turning the ignition key or simply gazing in awe, you're becoming a part of this legacy. The hum of the engine, the scent of aged leather, the satisfying grip of a vintage steering wheel, all these sensations weave together to create an experience that transcends time. In a world that's constantly changing, these classic cars offer a tangible connection to the past, reminding us of where we've been and inspiring us to move forward. You know, these classics, they remind us that not everything has to be new to be valuable. They show us that with a bit of care and a whole lot of heart, things can last. And yeah, they might not have all the fancy gizmos, but that's what makes them real. So here's to those old warriors, those classic cars that keep on rolling, telling stories and connecting us all. Cheers to the simple joy of a rumbling engine and a road ahead, and the people who keep the legend alive.